Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with my Mini Madness Project Pan update. So I wound up having what looks like 6 empties, which is great. Better than the 3 last month. One of them I actually wound up finishing today, and I am filming this a little bit late than normal, or when it's supposed to go up, and that is because I got an eye infection last weekend. So I couldn't put on any makeup. I didn't even have my contacts in, and that's, you know, I've mentioned this before, but I don't really like to film with my glasses because my ring light, the reflection is really bad off of it, so yeah. So one thing I technically finished today as a filming, which is the day before it's going up, but that's still 6 empties, so whatever works. The thing that I finished today actually was the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Smoothing Primer. Honestly, I didn't really care for this. It has a really strong scent. But I started up here and I managed to finish it up. Another thing I finished up finally is this freaking Sephora lip gloss. This thing lasted forever. I think last month I was down to about here. I forgot to put clear nail polish on top of the Marc and it rubbed off, but I took out the stopper. I got out basically what I could. There's probably, if I scraped it hard enough in there for another application or 2, but I don't care. Despite liking this gloss, honestly, I'm just really sick of looking at it. I did manage to finish this as well. This is the Glossier Balm.com Universal Skin Salve. I used it primarily as a lip balm, but I actually started using it like on my cuticles and stuff as well, so it went pretty fast this month. And I've had this in here for like 4 or 5 months now, but I started right here. No, I didn't start there. Last month I was right there, and I managed to finish off the rest of it, like I said, kind of multi-purposing it as well. I managed to finish the Aveda Stress Fix Body Cream. Tis all gone. This has a good formula, but I did not like the smell, so I'm glad to have that out of my life. And finally, to the shock of no one, because this was almost done, I finished the Belief Moisturizing and Firming Eye Cream. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see in there, but it is also all gone. Now, the couple of products that I have left, and let's show you the everything I want to work on for the next month. First, we have the NARS Cruella Lip Crayon. I did use this a little bit more this past month. I will probably not finish this year, because we still got plenty of it to go, and because this is matte, it both does not go very fast, and I don't need to reapply very often. Or at least not as often as, say, the other lip pencil that everybody has in Mercurian. Anyway, this right here is my progress, so a little bit more than last month, but still not a ton. Next is something I actually suspect I'll finish in the next month. This is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. I went through a crap ton of this past month, and I don't really know what was different this past month than, say, the month before, but this is all I have left right here. It is, once again with these things, loose from the bottom now, so I have to be kind of careful with it. Let me go over my Marc in my notebook because it is not showing up very well. But here is the progress right by my finger right here. So we actually had quite a bit more progress this past month than the month before. I don't think I wore makeup all that different amount from one month to the next, so I don't know what happened. Maybe fairies ate it in the night, I don't know. Next I have, where did you go? Oh, here it is. The Dermablend powder. At first it wasn't going anywhere, and it wasn't like setting my face. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Well, what I was doing wrong was that I just wasn't using enough of it, honestly. So I started using it a little bit more, and I started liking it a lot better. It does really white out my face, as you can kind of see right here. Honestly, just by looking in the viewfinder, maybe it's the lipstick I'm wearing today, but I'm kind of wishing I wore more bronzer because I look like a ghost. But this is the best measurement I can get from it. This thing is honestly kind of hard to measure. Once again, I don't know if I'll finish it by the end of the year or not, but maybe now that I'm using a little bit more of it with each application, I'll start showing even more progress. And finally, before we get into new products, I have my Alterna Bamboo Dry Oil Mist. I will actually probably finish this by the next update. I started right here, and in the past month I've gotten down to here. I will actually probably use this tonight because I need to wash my hair tomorrow. But this is really, really nice. I'm really falling in love with this thing. Maybe I just like dry oils because I can just, instead of having to like put them in my hand, which I kind of admittedly hate, I can actually, this actually has a sprayer and I can like spray it all over my hair and use it that way, which I much prefer. Anyways, let's show you the new stuff. I have this teeny tiny eye cream thing right here. It is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. I've realized I don't actually care for this. This is kind of on the greasy side, and that sucks because I have a full size of this that I will need to go through next year. But here it is right here. I've actually gone through in this project, or I finished one this month as well after I finished that one. I actually have 2 eye creams in my empties. It's kind of crazy. But I've gone through all of my old mini and full-size eye creams. Everything that I have now is stuff that I've gotten this year, which I think is really cool. So I have that. Next, I have a Mini MAC Fix Plus. So I figured I would throw this in here as well. I honestly bought this so that I can have the sprayer without wanting to back to MAC it, because if you collect 6 full-size MAC products that are in some kind of plastic packaging, like wooden pencils that you sharpen down to the nub, you can't take back. But anything with some kind of plastic on it, I believe, you can take in 6 empty products and they give you like a free lipstick. This you cannot back to MAC, but it has the same kind of sprayer as the full size does, so I figure I will keep this mini and refill it with other products to use on my face. Because I happen to really like MAC Fix Plus, but I would love to find a cheaper dupe, because this stuff is expensive. Anyways, a lot of babbling for no good reason. And that is where I am. This is just 1 ounce. I don't know if I'll finish this by the next update, but we shall see. I will definitely finish it by the end of the year. And now I have to actually flip to a new page because I have filled this page up, front and back, with everything that I have worked on in this project, which is really cool. Next we have the Biore Charcoal Micellar Cleansing Water. You can actually buy this size for like $2.99 from like Ulta and stuff like that. This one I swapped for, but I have also bought the baking soda one. So if I finish this next month, in the next month, I will just throw that in, but I don't. It's actually a lot of product. It's like 2.5 ounces. Anyways, I am starting right here. But they sell like a bigger size too, so I just counted this as a mini for the purposes of this project. Next, I have this Eucerin Smoothing Repair Dry Skin Lotion. I did not mark this because I've been storing this upside down because this is kind of hard to get product out of. But it's full. I've never used it, so I should have no problem emptying that in the next month. I'm really bad about putting lotion on myself, so. Next, I actually have a rollerball, and I hope in the next 2 months I can finish this because this is my final like little mini rollerball hanging around, and I'd be happy to finish it. This is the Jorel Parker Classico perfume, and I have marked where I am at right there. So hopefully I can get this finished up. And finally, because I finished the primer, I had to throw something else in at the last minute. I actually decided to throw in my little mini blush right here. This is Balm's Frat Boy. My blush for my rolling project pan is almost done, so I will not be starting on this blush until that is done, but once that is done, I will start on this night. It'd be awesome to finish this by the end of the year, but anybody who has panned one of these little blushes will know that they are a beast to finish. But I do have pan on this. I tried to pan this last year and I got through most of it. Like there's not a ton left in here. This is actually it repressed. So hopefully I could finish that up and get it out of my life. So that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.